So I anticipate today is going to be an interesting video because I changed up some of my statues earlier today, and as you can see we got a huge boost going over. And what's this? I placed down more troop health guardians. That's awesome. So what I've been wanting to do for the longest time is try and get as much troop health as possible so I can try Scorcher attacks and now boost it up. So I want to further this actually and place more down, but I decided to only put 3 down today because that's what was in my statue storage. But we go over here and we see that Scorchers have over 120,000 health. Where are Scorchers? Oh, they're there. So Scorchers have a base health of 49,500, and then we have over 71,000 health boosted up, which is awesome. And on top of that, it is Troop Mania, so every troop is 90% off. That is training and speed up cost reduced. And before we hop into the attacks, I think we got to get our creator code plugged in here. So there we go. We got code Cosmic plugged in for the next 7 days, which is awesome because it is Mega Crab and Warship season. So make sure you guys get a creator code plugged in before you make your instant training or diamond purchases for the upcoming season. Always appreciate, best way to help us out. But anyway, we're gonna hop into the attacks. I can't wait to get into this because you know, it's a lot of health, and I've been wanting to do this ever since the HQ24 update. So this first one we're gonna have to worry about the grappler, but it's kind of far back, and we don't have enough GBE to place down all of our Scorchers. That is quite sad because I think I boosted up both of my GBE ones, but Scorchers, they're that expensive, but they're that worth it. Talking is easy today, but we're gonna get a shock onto the grappler because it just took 2 of my Scorchers. Rest in peace, as I expect them to die pretty soon here. I mean, they're doing a great job tanking 3 boom cannon shots and then every other defense around it. It was also taking the shock blaster, so it wasn't able to move at all. But we have a boosted green base here, as he has gold production boost up. This one, on the other hand, is not boosted. I wonder why he likes that statue more than that statue. But as we just ramble about random things, you can see our Scorchers are already on the HQ, and we only lost the 2 Scorchers that were taken by the grapplers. So I assume if I had enough GBE to place down my Scorchers, all the Scorchers, I would have been able to shock it and have kept all my Scorchers alive. But let's see if we can get a perfect attack here. I didn't even see any of my Scorchers really get low, other than the 2, rest in peace again, that got taken by the grappler. But just as a random hero, we did bring Everspark critter spawn. I don't expect to be really using the critter spawn, but I just wanted the critter passive. But now we have to wait a couple minutes while our Scorchers try and fetch some GBE so the last 2 friends of theirs can join. But it looks like we actually have a low Scorcher over here. We're gonna have to get a shock bomb onto the damage amplified boom cannon because that can get a little tough sometimes. And then we're gonna throw a double barrage onto the other one, or I guess 2 separate barrages onto 2 other boom cannons, because we can, and we're not going to lose a Scorcher, are we? I just threw a double shock bomb. That was intelligent. That was a great move. But this base, quite a bit easier than the last one, Bobo. Even though you are level 71, you did not have ice statues, and your prototypes were kind of weak, so I was able to take you out, although that one did get fairly low. But I'm liking the amount of loot we're getting. I did have to replace one of my resource reward statues. It pained me to do it, but it had to be done. It was only like 18, or how much was it? 13%? Is that like the max resource reward guardian you can get? Because that's the one I did take out, so it was a sad one to do. Everspark might get killed right there. No, she was able to run out of range, but now we are going to have to strategically throw a shock bomb onto the shock launchers because I clumped up all my Scorchers like you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to spread them out so stuff like that does not happen. But our shock bomb came in clutch, so it was worth it. And now they're just kind of going horizontally on the base and taking it out, which is fine by me. Let's actually focus on this shock blaster I did not identify earlier, and we're going to be able to take it out with the double barrage. Yes, we are. I was expecting to throw another artillery, and we're throwing one at the rocket launcher. I know, right? Using Scorchers. Rocket launchers are terrifying. Like, they do so much damage. And it looks like we lost our first Scorcher. I didn't even see him getting low, but first Scorcher, the attack is taken out, but we're going to be able to take out Ken here. Down he goes. Alright, moving on to the next base here, and we have an ice base alert, but we're still going to be able to take it out because it's going to be easy still. I don't see any prototypes. So he's got ice statues, but no prototypes. Makes sense. And it's not just like a rogue ice statue, it's actually an ice layout. So you're focusing on defenses. Now, might I have a little bit of trouble with this base? Quite possibly. I would have had a lot more trouble with prototypes placed down. So interesting. Maybe you're saving up so you can do a push or something. You just have the statues down there, so you're ready for a big push. But interesting. We actually popped our critter spawn for once. That's awesome. But now, are we even going to lose a Scorcher here? We can throw 2 shock bombs to shock the boom cannons, and really nothing else can really take out my Scorchers unless they're like 1 HP. So we are completely non-threatened. Your unboosted ice layout, if it was boosted, maybe a little bit different, but unboosted ice layout was unsuccessful against my over 120,000 health Scorchers. That's just crazy. That's so much health. Like, how much damage do boom cannon shots do? We can actually get an upgrade here. Let's do this mortar back here. Seems like a little bit of a useless one. So, do I have any maxed out boom cannons even? Okay, here we go. So, boom cannons do 1,460 damage per second. Well, I guess it's different. Damage per second and damage per shot. So, each shot, it does 5,840 damage. That's quite a bit. But that takes so many shots to take out a Scorcher by itself. But, alright, moving on to the next base. I don't see us really losing to anyone in the next few attacks, especially at my current medal rank, because I'm a little bit lower than I probably should be, around 700, because I don't, like, I've always wanted to do a bigger push, but then I always get too busy to really commit to it, so then my map clears are, like, 2 days apart sometimes, but who knows. I want to commit to one for once, which might happen in the spring or summer here. Might as well start it now. But I did just switch up my statue layout to health statues, so I'd have to switch those up a little bit more if I were to push. But we're going to be able to take out this 66 pretty easily. Anyways, let's finish up today with this guy because it looks a little bit more difficult. Interesting layout, shield generator, hovering the right hand side. Not used to really seeing that. And then a very diverse statue layout. I want to flame you for your green statues, but you also have ice, power stone chance, resource. You got like the whole, you got like one of each. That's just, wow. Okay. Anyway, let's just throw down our Scorchers, teach this guy a lesson, or maybe I'll be eating my words here in a couple minutes because it was just too weird of an attack for me. But we have to get a shock bomb down on that shock blaster. Actually, shocking a shock launcher would probably be more beneficial now that I think about it. But that's, you know, move past it. Let's get our final Scorchers down. They are catching up. They're playing catch up, but we're going to be able to throw a shock onto the shock launcher. And now, look at this. Our troops are going at it at a diagonal, which is very weird. So they're just going to collapse the right-hand side eventually. Maybe some will get to the HQ, but that means we're just going straight through the shield generator. It's still a pretty good diagonal. I like that when it happens. It's like, it's not straight horizontally attacking. It's like some troops are up here while the rest are still finishing buildings down there. So that was kind of a fun attack. But we have 176 energy. 0 Scorchers have died. And, you know, I'm liking the very healthy Scorchers here. That is what Scorchers are known for, their health. And then ever since the HQ24 update, you get double the amount of Scorchers. So just 16 Scorchers with over 120,000 health each. That's just like, wow. There's not much you can do about that defense-wise. Like, you can place a couple Doom Cannons, but I also don't see many people really using the strap. But let's just reclaim that. Let's get another Guardian going, and that's going to be it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope to do this again with 2 more health statues. I feel that'll be even more wild, but also, I don't know. Scorchers are tanky as is, so I don't know if I'd see much of a difference. But yeah, we'll see you guys in tomorrow's Boom Beach video. Bye-bye.